we're going to have a suffering time with Ohan just before the year ends. How nice. It's the 13th day. It could be the day that will lead to a game changer. The last chapter had Shin and his unit celebrating their awakened fighting spirit with good progress. The morale is all-time high, and Shin is gunning for Ribako's head. Can they keep the momentum strong, or will Ribako's plan destroy it all? This chapter resumed the calm before storm sensation with plenty of possible, decisive fates and concerns. The last chapter focused on Chin and their last night of rations. This chapter's beginning focuses on Zhao's side on the 12th night, with Kaine delivering the message from Ribako. Unfortunately, she already delivered it, so the fans have no idea. It's abundantly clear the plan is meant to be unspoken until action speaks for it. In other words, it's the element of surprise, and that's bad news. We can hope the damage is minimum. Chogayu apparently has a similar idea, so this pleases him even more. He's also confident that he and Zhao left wing will not fall. How nice of him to set up Ribako's disappointment. As the plan remains hidden for shock value, the real interesting piece is, strangely enough, the exchange between Kaine and Gyo-on. It's an odd matchup, but the context is even odder. He recalls his master, Rin Shoujo, having bizarre dreams every now and then. After his passing, Gyo-on ends up receiving those dreams. Rarely, but still happen. For whatever reason, Kaine was in his dream. I love how Bananji thought Gyo-on was having a lewd dream about her. Wait, I wouldn't blame him. But seriously, that would have been hysterical. The actual content of Gyo-on's dream reflects a person who is very loyal to his beloved master. It sounds rather nice until he concludes it with a nightmare. The person who will suffer the loss of the master, just like him and Chogayu. Translation: Ribako will die. Once she catches on the meaning, she flips out heavily, like she's about to challenge them. She thought he said this to jinx them to defeat, and she is incredibly pissed about it. It's not certain, but she won't accept the possibility. Whether she loves Ribako romantically or not, she is undoubtedly loyal to the heart. She proclaims that she will die for him, and even if he does die somehow, she will follow him to the next life. Wow, I mean, damn. Take it easy. It's only a story. I can understand more or less why she flipped out, but insulting the two was uncalled for. She practically told them, your master died and you couldn't even follow him. Worthless. It makes me wonder if Ribako will die here. I don't know much of history, but I wonder if this is Hara's hint for a drastic development for Kaine. If he does die, where will she go next? Isha unit sounds pretty nice to me. Gyo-on has been a pretty good enemy. Not only he's pretty strong, but he's also wise about life. He's not arrogant or cocky about the situation like some villains would portray. He understands his environment and the possibility of fate repeats itself through another. He even admits his mistake and should have kept his thoughts to himself. Even so, he is thankful to his master for many things, feeling enlightened. More importantly, he is thankful for Chin to be awakened, for they see them as worthy foes, and they will show them their prime strength. It's the past era generals versus the uprising generals. That's hype. It's the 13th day, and the battle begins off panel. It instead focuses on Olsen army, still in mint condition and waiting. It's only the beginning, so no need to worry. Besides, the following scene offers a few important yet concerning notes. In case they thought the awakened Hishin unit and Gyokoho unit was a one-time moment, it is said that they are pulling off the same momentum as yesterday. For the record, there's a back shot of Olsen's helmet that I thought is a new character with a mask. It's really Olsen, but damn, the detail is astonishing. Speaking of new character, the third commander, Denri, is introduced to channel the fans' thoughts on Olsen's plan. And by thoughts, I mean, wondering if he really planned this ahead. Everything Denri mentioned is more or less similar to my thoughts, including if Olsen truly knew the two would go awakening mode. That itself was a gamble. Imagine if Shin and Ohan did fail. I thought Denri will go fanboy, but instead kept asking what's certain or not. This must be Hara's way to poke fun at us, knowing how confused we, or at least I am, are with Olsen. Seriously, what does he have in mind? We have a new character that is confused as much as we are. Then we have another new guy that has Kintama to speak with Olsen. His name is So'o, the fourth commander, and he has the same thought process as Denri. The only difference is, he says it out loud, like he's acting so surprised. What's really surprising, however, is Olsen's response. So'o thought Hishayune pulling off awakening status was a surprise. To Olsen, he expected that to happen. It is Gyokoho Yuna's awakening that wasn't in his expectations. Hate much? Normally, the protagonist is the one to receive the underdog story, whereas the higher-ups don't see anything special until a surprise happens. In this case, it's Ohan that gets that very treatment. That's an interesting twist. This is why we had that backstory earlier. If there wasn't any seed or ground of Ohan's character, this would have looked somewhat random. Instead, all I'm thinking about how badly Olsen hates his son. Why downplay him like he's a rookie, practically calling him inferior? I guess Olsen saved himself by saying it's not about who's better or worse, but it's very coincidence coming from him. It's about time that we receive his thoughts on the matter with Chin's right wing. It's basically his critique, and although he has expectation, not everything went properly according to him. He thought the right wing should have aimed for Chogayu, the brain of Zhao, after they lost Akko, dead or injured. If so, the challenge would have been lowered significantly. Well, all of that happened in one day, so it's not like he can tell them to go for Chogayu instead. What's done is done. I wonder if that's one of the reasons for his silent treatment. Either way, he moves up because he knows he can win. Confidence as always. I seriously hope to see him in action soon. Now we go back to the battlefield and things are looking fine like yesterday. That is until the plan reveals itself. Kayane is still pissed off from last night. Scary. Futen asks her about the plan and she declines to tell him. But then she tells the plan anyway without realizing it. Well, okay then. The plan itself isn't much of a shocker, as it basically says aim for one of the two wheels, which is Shin and Ohan, and make the cart, which is Shin, collapse. It's simple, though not said how to do so. That part remains a surprise. The real shocker is the target. It's not Shin they will go after. It's Ohan. Once again, I'm surprised how much Ohan is being treated like the weaker of the two. It connects to Olsen's words about gambling on him. There has to be something wrong with Ohan for being treated like this. There must be a weakness that is easier to detect than Shin's. Shin's instinct notice a disturbance, and it ends with the narrator leaving a haunting message that Ohan would be defeated. It doesn't say death, so I won't count on that, but I fear that he will suffer a major loss. How severe? I don't know, but the tension runs through him. It's up to Shin to minimize the damage. This was an interesting chapter. The 13th day is said to be a turning event, for better or worse. There were interesting possible foreshadows, including Ribako's death is near. Ohan is treated as a weakness, essentially portrayed as the underdog. The narrator did say the awakening was about to happen, and it did. Now, we have this eerie message. If we take the narrator's words seriously, we are about to witness the fall of Gyokoho Yuna. 13th day, huh? What a cursed number. And that will do it for the review. I hope you enjoyed this one. Since the break is almost here, I would bet you that horror is already planning to have a hell of a cliffhanger with Ohan about to die, Gyokoho Yuna is about to go downhill spiral, whatever it happens. I know horror knows his timing. He knows how to time things. So don't be surprised if we get a one crazy cliffhanger. What do you think of the chapter? Share your thoughts in the comment section. If you like this and want more of this, subscribe to my channel and my world will be yours to stay. Until next time, take care.